Oh my goodness. Fancy meeting you. Fancy meeting you here. In case you're wondering, I am backstage in the library area, kind of a secret library storage area. Now that I'm IRLL in the real world librarian and I'm back in the schools, there's so much mess to clean up. I didn't even know there was such a big room back here. I could take off my mask because I've been back here for, it feels like days, and I haven't seen a single person. Ooh. I just found a magic library bucket too. Let's see how that works out. Oh, and you know what? That kind of matches up with a story I would love to share with you guys today. Oh, here it is. The Barnabus Project by the Phan brothers. So actually 3 brothers who wrote a book together. And I don't know if you can tell, but on the cover there is a lot of glare. There is a teeny tiny mouse-elephant, mouse, mixed up mouse and elephant. And so since I've got this magic bucket here, I thought maybe I would try the same thing. Let's see. Oh, I found an elephant. Oh no. Such good friends. I can't bear to split them apart. Do I have another elephant? Ah, elephant. Into the bucket you go. Mouse, 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 mouse. Ah! Rat. Ooh, it's going to be an angry rat. There must be a cute little library mouse around here somewhere. Nope. Into the bucket. Let's see. Probably shake a magic bucket. And here we go. That is not a mouse-elephant. That looks like a plain old monkey. Okay, let's see how Barnabus does it. Let's see what happens in this book. Now, as I read this book, there's a nice PowerPoint that goes along with it. So my little picture is going to be in one of the corners or around where hopefully isn't messing up the page reading or any of the nice illustrations. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, here's the first one, The Barnabus Project by the Phan brothers. Ooh, and there's our cute friend Barnabus. Oh, and that looks like America's Most Wanted Pokemon. There's so many little critters there. I have to say my favorite is that one above my head, unless I move my picture, the little tiny bee. And it says on here his name is Bumblebear. I love Bumblebear. The Barnabus Project. And there on Barnabus's it says the Barnabus Project. Mouse plus elephant equals what? Just to warn you, the illustrations in this book are amazing and the story is kind of weird. Barnabus lived in a secret lab. He was half mouse and half elephant. He had lived in a lab as long as he could remember. It's something a little bit sad. The lab was hidden beneath perfect pets on a perfectly ordinary street. Okay, I see the Coin Op Laundry, Vita Italian Bakery, there's a coffee shop, there's Perfect Pets, a little bar. You know what, even though Perfect Pets is looking pretty weird, I'm also seeing lots of pets that people have are looking not so usual. Ooh, I love this illustration. It's got the nice cutaway. It was deep underground where no one would ever find it. So the Perfect Pets lab seems to be a bit of a secret. Last time I tried to trace this on the screen and I realized that doesn't work because you can't see it, and if I touch the screen it messes up the recording. But I can see where they go down under Perfect Pets, and there seems to be some sort of pathway and then a stairwell and some sort of shelves and a basement down there. I don't know, a train. Ooh, this is a fancy facility. The lab was where they made perfect pets, except Barnabus wasn't quite perfect. He had been put in a part of the lab called failed projects. Wow, that is really feelings hurty too, because I would not want to be put in a room called failed librarians. And those guys are looking pretty cute. I think that's pretty good company he's keeping. His home was rather small, but that just meant it was easier to keep tidy. The green rubber suits would always feed Barnabus his favorite food, which was cheese and peanuts. Ah, because mice love cheese and elephants love peanuts. Pip was It was the cockroach Pip who told them stories about the world above, stories about a sparkling silver lake, green trees and mountains that reached all the way up to the sky, lit with their own stars. And I was thinking as I'm looking at this picture, I see some stars, I see the lake, I don't see any mountains. But then, because I love to be thinking, I was thinking, if you were a little cockroach and you looked up at those giant buildings, maybe you would think they were mountains and all of the little lights were stars in the buildings. And then I thought, are they in Seattle? I don't see the Space Needle, but that could be Puget Sound right there. Maybe someday I'll sit on the grass and look at the stars, said Barnabas. When he closed his eyes, he almost could. Impossible, said Pip. Nothing's impossible, said Barnabas, but secretly he worried his friend might be right. At that moment, the green rubber suits came in. They turned on the lights and checked each bell jar one by one. They made strange noises to each other. They peered and they poked. They peeked and they prodded, which is pretty much poking again. They put red stamps on all of the jars, and then they left. Ooh, if you can't see on the picture there, each jar has a bright red stamp that says F-A-I-L. Fail. Oh, no. What does it mean? Said Barnabas, looking up at the strange red stamp. It means you're going to be recycled, said Pip. That's what happens to failed projects. You'll be fluffier afterwards, offered Pip kindly. And you'll be cuter, and your eyes will probably be bigger. I like having small eyes, said Barnabas, although he wasn't even sure anymore. Please don't recycle Barnabas. Barnabas slumped in his jar. He wasn't fluffy enough and his eyes were beady, but he liked himself just the way he was. And what if, after he was recycled, peanuts and cheese were no longer his favorite foods? What if his friends didn't recognize him after? What if he no longer cared about green trees and mountains lit with their own stars? We need to escape, said Barnabas suddenly. The other failed projects gasped, then they cheered. Okay, I need you guys to help me out with this. We need some gasping and cheering sound effects, but very small. So gasp on 3, cheer on 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah! Impossible, said Pip. Nothing's impossible, said Barnabas. He took a step back and he kicked as hard as he could. He charged the glass, but the bell jar was much too strong. Finally, Barnabas made a sad sound with his trunk. Okay, remember, we need a sad elephant sound, but a very tiny sad elephant sound. A tiny crack appeared. Way to go, Barnabas. Okay, we're all now going to need to make a very small, loud elephant noise. So negotiate that the best you can. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's too loud for a tiny elephant, but we'll see. Because that definitely shattered the glass with all of your help. Good job, guys. He was free. Thank goodness. A happier mouse-elephant I have never seen. Then he freed the others. The dust bunnies, Light Up Lois, Bumble Bear, yay! The Amatox, Mushroom Sloth, Wally the Ripple, Stick 1, Stick 2, Quirt, Moshi, Pompidou, Fertile, Blinky, the Bottle Mogs, Lowell, Percival, Spike, Pinto, Chloe, Peep, Leaf, all of them. You have to understand, they'd never been outside of their jars before, and there was quite a commotion. They whooped and sang and chirped and hooted, and they stretched their legs and jumped with joy. So I'm going to leave that to you guys on your own if you want to whoop and sing and chirp and hoot on your own, but small and quiet. Whoa! I forgot how teeny, tiny, tiny those guys were. Look at that. When they climbed down a bit, they peeked over the ledge. The floor was far below. Now what? Said Quirt. Oh my gosh, that floor is so far. Well, there's only one way to solve a problem. Cooperation. We have to work together, said Barnabas, and one by one they helped each other down. I'm not sure what the name of that lion owl or kitty cat owl is, but it seems like he could be a better helper. Maybe I just don't understand how much work he's already done. Until they finally reached the floor. Shh, said Barnabas, and they all fell silent. They had heard it too. Footsteps in the corridor. I hope there are no footsteps in here. That would freak me out. Quick, said Barnabas. We can go through here. He didn't like dark places, but the footsteps were getting closer. I'm feeling nervous. Everyone went into the vent, with Light-Up Lois leading the way. Hooray, Lois! Way to go. It was a tight squeeze for some of them. So it looks like that purple octopus with fangs has a little trouble getting through, but they are making it. They went into the most secret part of the secret lab. They all looked up. What is that? Oh my gosh. If it's another mixed up creature, I'm guessing maybe it's a alligator pickle. A dragon cucumber. I don't know why I'm stuck on the pickling fruits. Let's see what it is. Oh, and this picture is so big and it's sideways in the book. So you guys to read this one are going to have to tilt your head sideways too. We need to run up. I'm sorry. We need to run, cried Pip. But Barnabas couldn't run. The great, sad eye seemed to be looking directly at him. We can't leave it behind, said Barnabas. It's scary, said Pip. It's a monster, said Quirt. It's appalling, said the Amotox. It's a failed project, said Barnabas, just like us. Oh, and it does say fail right on there, too. It's another failed project. They worked together to open the valve to turn the valve that opened the tank. And a valve is just like a fancy doorknob. But it was too late. The green rubber suits had found them. Oh no. You better fly away, little bumble bear. Fly away quick. Nobody's safe from the green suits. Just when all seemed lost, the tank doors swung open and water flooded into the lab. Whoa. I think that might actually be part pickle or alligator. A squid pickle, a squipple, an octopickle. I'm not sure what it is. Let's see what happens here. Up the water carried them. Oh, I see all of our little failed projects, and I see the men in the green suits, and I see our octopickle leading the way at the top there. I hope everyone's okay. Whoa! Up into the world above. They are in the perfect pet store, and I see there's Dino Mike and Hoot and Pom Pom and Sprout and Wanda Ripple and Bumble and Big Cheap and Little Cheap and Fungo. But those aren't the people we know, so they're up in the world above. When they finally opened their eyes, they were in a puddle, surrounded by shelves of perfect pets. Everyone ran towards the exit. Go, go, go. Barnabas stopped. It was almost like looking in a mirror. He's looking at Barnaby, the perfect pet. Except Barnaby's eyes were bigger, and his fur was like cotton candy. He was perfect. Barnabas, called Pip from the front of the store. Look, it's the outside world. Barnabas ran to join his friends. He might not be perfect, but he was free. Oh my goodness, and I see all sorts of other pets are already outside. I guess they're the perfect pets. Good thing that octopickle is there to bust him out. He looks like he could be a bad guy, but I don't think anyone's getting hurt. I like how this group handles itself. The world was much bigger than Barnabas and his friends could ever have imagined. And it was just like Pip said. There were mountains that reached to the sky, lit with their own stars. You were right, said Pip. Nothing is impossible. Oh, and I see over in the sailboat, by the sailboat there is the octopickle swimming around in Puget Sound. Soon they found a place full of sunshine and happy noises, green trees and soft grass, a place that might be home. I'm so glad they escaped. It wasn't always easy. Oh, looks like they're all concentrating on that peanut. Come on, Mr. Owl Lion, you can help out more. But they always stuck together. What a team. And there they are, enjoying that peanut. I wonder how long a peanut would feed a little tiny mousephant. And I have to say, my project of trying to mix up that mouse and the elephant did not work in my magic bucket. I know you guys were kind of worried about it. I'm going to try it again. This is much better. Got our elephant friend. Oh, Mr. Mouse. So I'm going to suggest that we not mix up any pets. Let's leave that to the Phan brothers and let's enjoy the pets we have. And I hope you enjoyed this book. And I've enjoyed reading with you guys. I haven't done this online in quite a while. So I will see you again online, or I'll see you again in school. But take care. Goodbye, my friends.